Hi everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Today's topic is it has recently come to light that Crystal Mangum, who is the woman who accused three Duke University lacrosse players of graping her. She is admitting that she made that up, and I'm going to read part of the article. I vaguely remember this story back when it happened. It happened back in 2006. And honestly, I don't remember what my mind thought might have been surrounding it, back then. But looking at this now, I find this problematic because unfortunately, we as Black people are not afforded to doing the same things that white people do. We tend to be held to a different standard. We know that white women can have consensual sex with Black men and then come back and say that she was raped. And typically it's because she might have had an attack of guilt, or she sees that her marriageable value to a white man plummets if it's found out that she enjoyed some BBC. Y'all know what that stands for. So let's talk about, let me read this article for it first. It's from MSN.com. And let me see who wrote it so I can make sure that they get the proper credit. Well, it's from MSN. So I'm going to read this and then I'm going to read some other excerpts from other articles pertaining to this particular video. So, the exotic dancer who once accused three Duke University lacrosse players of graping, we know that they're not saying graping, they're saying another word, her admitted this week that she invented the 2006 allegations that set off a combustible national conversation about gender, race, and class. Crystal Mangum, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, who is now in prison serving time for second-degree murder, said she made up a story that wasn't true against one-time defendants David Evans, Colin Finnery, and Reed Selangman, who didn't deserve that. I testified falsely against them by saying that they graped me when they didn't, and that was wrong. She told podcaster Kate Katerina, Let's Talk with Kate, in an interview that dropped this week. Now, I have an issue with this because I do feel that women who falsely accuse men of rape should most definitely be held accountable because lives have been ruined due to false allegations. And, it's unfortunate that going back to what I said, maybe I didn't mention it yet. We as Black women in particular, we are already seen as hypersexual, Jezebelish, and a lot of times I'm getting ahead of myself. So I don't know if some of you remember the story about Tawana Brawley. I remember that one as well. I believe that was from 1987. And that was my first introduction to Al Sharpton. And Tawana Brawley in 1987, that's the year I graduated from high school, by the way, she had went missing for 4 days. And she came back. She is saying that she falsely accused, I got this from Wikipedia, she falsely accused 4 white men of kidnapping and graping her over a 4-day period. And she was found with feces on her and racial slurs on her body. And from what I personally remember about that case, She did that because she had overextended her curfew. And sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. She overextended her curfew and she didn't want to get in trouble. So she invented this story so she would not get in trouble. And then that leads me, and then I'm going to tie all of this together. I don't know if you guys know about that stank behind movie called Birth of a Nation. It disgusts me. And if you're not familiar with it, I also got this from Wikipedia. This is a 1915 version, and it centers around the assassination of Abraham Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth, as well as white male actors in blackface terrorizing white women. And the reason why this disturbs me is because there was this general consensus back then, as it is now, that black men just be going on a hunt for white women to destroy their flower image or whatever. That's not how I wanted to word it. When in reality, especially back then, it was white men who were going around terrorizing black women and then what's the word I want to use? Projecting their deviant behaviors onto black men. Black men, I'm pretty sure back then, knew not to look cross-eyed at a white woman for fear of losing his life. White men, on the other hand, were plucking black women at their will and doing their will, and then they were projecting that onto black men, pretending that they would do that to white women, which is a whole basket full of BS. So I have an issue with this because we as women do not have the luxury of being viewed as delicate little flowers. And so for these women to falsely accuse, it takes away from women who really were raped and essayed and all of that. So that was my topic for today. I know it was quick, but I just wanted to address it since it's trending right now. And, at least she came forward and admitted that she was wrong. But honestly, I don't know where the men that she accused are now, but them being of the Caucasian persuasion, they're probably doing well in life, because it's different standards for them. But obviously, I don't agree with false allegations, especially something as serious as rape. And again, it does not bode well for women of our community. And that was my topic for today. Tell me what you think, and I'll talk to you later.